That's interesting. Water coming out of nipples, eh?
Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house.
I said certified freak, 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy, make that pull out game weak. Yeah, 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 yeah. You fallin' with some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you got for this wet ass pussy. Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a kegel, one of his eyes. Look at my mouth, look at my eyes. Pussy is wet, come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. That's
I'm not
roleplay.
sure
I
what I
want
think about
disguise. I
those
want you to park
snakes.
that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream.
I don't like the
public, make
snakes.
a
It
scene.
seems
I don't
kind of
cook, I
satanic
don't
and
clean. But let
creepy.
me tell you, I got this
But
string.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them what to
but the
put it. Never
rest of
tell them
it
where I'm
just
about to be.
seems
I'm
like
burning down on before I
harmless.
have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, bite
Lower
your
it.
lip.
The rest of it just seems like harmless Jesuit fun, but I don't like the snakes. I keep thinking about the Garden of Eden and how the snake tempted, Eve, so I don't like the snakes. But other than that, this is just typical Jesuit expressionism, Though I can see how some prudish people may have a problem with this. So, it's it really you have to really understand the Jesuit culture to not be offended by this. But
Look, I need a hard hit, I need a deep stroke, I need a Henny drink, I need a weed smoke, not a garden snake, I need a king
oh
cobra with a hook
goodness,
in it, hope it lean over. He got some money, then that's where I'm headed. Pussy A1, just like
it's
a
not
credit.
my
He got a
style,
beat, I'm tryna wet it.
but
Island
I
breeze,
understand the
I don't
Jesuits.
I
Okay,
wanna go, I
they
wanna
they
gag,
like
I
this
wanna
sort of
choke,
stuff,
I want you to
but I
touch that
don't I
little
don't like the
dangly thing that's
snakes.
swinging the back of my throat. My head can misfire, punani the sun
As
is
far
going
as
to coming outside,
sexual
yeah, right on the corner,
expression,
the cuz behind me, I stand
I
this mic and
figure
he tryna
if you're
sign
not
me.
Yo,
harming
I'm a freak bitch,
anyone
handcuffs, leashes, switch my ring, make 'em
and
feel like a cheating. Put 'em on the
and
streets,
you
give 'em
enjoy
something to
it
believe in. Never lost a
and
fight, but
you're
I'm looking for a
nurturing your
meeting.
partner, anything
I'm the
is
one that
fine,
eat you. If he ate my ass, he's a bottom feeder. Big D stand for big
I
demeanor.
just
How
don't
to
like
make you
the
bust before I
snakes.
ever meet you. If it don't
Probably because
hang,
I'm
then
too
it
much
can't
of a
bang. I
Bible
can't hurt my
person,
feelings, but I like pain. If he
It's
fuck
like
me
it's
and ask
trying
who's
to
is
the
it when I ride
snakes
the
trying
dick,
to
I'ma spell my
glorify
name.
Satan. But other than that, man, to each his own. If the Jesuits like this, that's fine. I just leave the snakes out.
Give me everything you got for this wet ass pussy.
It's not my taste, but then I'm not a Jesuit, okay? So I'm very accepting of other cultures. I figure to each his own, if they like it, fine.
Macaroni in a pot, that's some wet ass pussy, huh?
Yeah. That's fine, man. Jesuits dig this stuff, that's fine. What I don't like about Jesuits is the fact that they kill people who get in their way. I'm not talking about Zack Knight. I'm talking about, Laurie McBride. I mean, if they want to have sexual escapades like this and they're not hurting anybody and it's mutual enjoyment, then that's fine. I just don't dig the snakes. Uh, Okay, looks like I've watched the video. Rule 13 wanted me to watch this. And yeah, I just told you my opinion. Let me turn I don't want the next video to come on. So let's get back into my, it's not my taste, but I've learned to be very accepting of other cultures. And I can see that Jesuits would like this. It's their thing. And if this is what they want to do, as long as they're not hurting anyone, fine. As far as the snakes, well, I don't know. You could talk to Jesus and what he thinks about the snakes, putting the snakes in there. What I would do if I was a Jesuit and explaining, justifying why it's okay for me to watch this, I would say that when I see the snakes, I just see that as making love to another animal, and I don't see the snake as being satanic. So, as far as I'm concerned, if the Jesuits doing this and they're not deliberately using the snake as a satanic symbol, then it's probably cool. Okay? But if they're using the snakes to glorify Satan, like if they're doing the sexual stuff to worship Satan, then I would have a problem with this. But if this is just Jesuit sexual fun, then it's okay. I mean, it's not something that I'm interested in doing, but I'm very tolerant of other people's sexual preferences. Okay, if they enjoy this, if this gives them a high, and their partner enjoys it, and they're not hurting anyone or trying to control anyone or trying to force anyone into their particular sexual preference, then cool. You know? This is like the same thing that I feel about homosexuality and gay sex. It's like, as long as you love and cherish your partner and it's mutually enjoyable to both of you and you're not forcing your sexual preference on them, then it's cool. You're not hurting anyone. So, the only time I have a problem with sexual stuff is when you're raping them against their will, or you are forcing them to perform sexually for something that they do not want to do. So as long as everybody's in this willingly and knowingly, and nobody's being brain controlled into it, or they haven't been drug raped into it, and this is what they really want to do, and it's just mutual enjoyment between the parties, cool. Now, if they are forcing this on people by using brain rape or drug rape, then it's, even if it was another type of sex, then it would be wrong. As far as the snakes, as long as the people participating in the sexual ritual do not see the snakes as satanic and just as snakes, then it's probably fine. So that is my analysis of it. Now, you might say, I know some Christians that would really have a problem with this. Well, you got to think about this, folks. When God created Adam and Eve, they were naked in the garden, and they were not ashamed. And Jesus even said that he doesn't have a problem with nudity, that he actually admired. He cried when he handed Adam and Eve their clothes. So, yeah, I basically, the problem that we have with sex nowadays is a lot of people, like the Laurie McBride Jesuits, they are forcing their sexual preferences on others who don't want to do that. So basically, as long as you're not forcing someone to do this against their will, then it's cool. But you should never, ever force someone to have any type of sex that they're not comfortable doing. So as long as all the parties involved are willing and knowing, and they're all comfortable with it, and they're not hurting anyone else or hurting any animals, and as long as they don't consider the snakes to be satanic, then it's cool.